What's up, everybody? Good morning. In this video, this is a busy day. I'm back in the studio. I'm back in the shop. I hope everyone's good. Welcome to the Little Pulp Sketchbook Club. I'm sorry I'm on a little late today, but that's the story. This is my life. This video, I'm going to do a lot of different things. Today, I'm going to draw some fish because I was in Florida last week. I'm going to do my daily bubble letter challenge of my word love. Day like 9, I think this is. And at the end of this video, someone's going to win this sketchbook. If you're on the chat, you got to put your name in the chat. And then you can win a sketchbook. It's going to be amazing. All right, so welcome to the Little Pulp Sketchbook Club. I didn't write an email last night, so I don't even know if anybody's coming on today, but that's okay. Here I am, and I'm going to do, oh, yeah, there you are, Sarah and Jackson. So listen, where's my paper? I got this idea. Oh, this is the beginning of this idea. I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to write your names in this. Oh, man, this is going to be crazy. Sarah, let me go on the overhead. Look at this, Sarah. Check this out. Sarah, I got to get my other glasses on. I'll go back on the picture in a second. I just got to do this. I'm taking this name, Sarah. I'm going to take Jackson. And if you're on, when you come onto this thing, I'm going to put it on a note here. Jackson. And what I'm going to do is this. Look at this. I'm going to fold these up. I'm going to go on the over. I'm going to fold these up like this. And I'm putting them in this big bucket. It's like a... Oh, man, I got to fold it up. Hold on a second. It's going to be crazy. I'm going to fold it a couple of times. I hope you can hear me okay. I got the microphone over there. And I don't know how many people are going to come on, but I didn't write an email last night. Man, I got back from Florida late 2 nights ago. Oh my gosh, what a trip I had. We went to Florida. My voice is all raspy. I got a cold in Florida. That was terrible. I was sick in a hotel, and we went to this beach, and there was this thing called red tide. I don't know if you ever heard of this thing. I'm going to cough throughout this whole Little Pulp Sketchbook Club session, but this is life. So I went to this beach, what is it called? Sarasota, Florida, something like that. And then we went to Naples. We went to different places to visit my dad and my aunts. They were renting a place in Naples. But anyway, long story short, there's this thing called red tide in Florida right now. What red tide is technically is called algae blooms. And it's these algae that creates a lack of oxygen in the water. And I don't want to get like, Ophelia, what's up, Ophelia? Yeah, so I got to, give me a second. Algae blooms. I'm going to write this over here. I got to do this. Give me a second. Let me do the overhead. Let me see where I can put this thing. Write your name in the chat to win a sketchbook. Oh, gosh. I don't know. This is a little swarmy, but it's kind of fun. I think it'll be fun. I don't know if anyone's going to be able to see that when I'm doing my overhead shots and I'm painting on this thing. But what I'm going to do is every time a kid puts a name in the chat, I'm going to do this. Let me go in the picture. I'm going to write Ophelia like this. I'm going to fold it up. It's a crazy idea. I think this is a good idea, but I'm not exactly sure. Anyway, probably end up not drawing at all if this gets busy. But I put it in this little bucket. Let me show Ophelia. Ophelia, I put it in this bucket with Sarah and Jackson's. One of you three, depending on who else comes on, could win this sketchbook. It's turquoise. It's like a turquoise sketchbook. I'm all about the blue water and the Florida. I mean, I got to be honest with you. I didn't get to swim in the ocean, but I'm a little upset about that. My son was very upset. We did swim a little bit with this thing called red tide. I don't want to get dark and ominous here, but it creates a lack of oxygen in the water, and it basically makes all the fish die. It's terrible. On the beach, on the shore, like biblical. It was like biblical. I never saw anything like it in my whole life. It was like a lot of fish that had passed away. It was very sad. I mean, I love fish. Man, I love fish so much. So today I decided, in honor of those fish that I saw perish on the beaches of Florida this week, that I was going to draw some fish. And I've been telling kids that I'm going to do watercolor for the last couple of weeks. I'm not sure. I mean, I have my watercolor sketchbook out, and what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to go into picture-in-picture, and don't forget if you get, oh man, I got to do this. I got to move this page over. Let me do this. I'll do this. Hold on a second. Give me a second. Oh yeah, this is like vintage YouTube. Yeah. This is the Little Pulp Sketchbook Club. Right over there, you got that. And then this is where you want to write your name. And this is my, I got to move my thing. This is my watercolor sketchbook. I'll show you a little bit. I'm not very good at watercolor. I'm teaching myself watercolor right now because I'm feeling that the future of Little Pulp is going to have something to do with watercolor. Move this over a little bit like this. I guess I give my space. Little Pulp Sketchbook Club. Oh man, see, I got to keep that active so people can see that. If you're joining us and you're on the chat, write your name in the chat and you could possibly win a sketchbook. It's going to be unbelievable. I don't know who's going to win. And if you're disappointed that you don't win, don't be upset. You keep coming and maybe you'll win someday. I'm not going to have double winners. Like if you win one, I'm not saying you can't play again, but you got to wait a couple of weeks before you play again. I want some kid to win every sketchbook every week. But I'm doing this every week. But anyway, so this is like me trying to teach myself how to do watercolor. I'm absolutely not that good at it. But I'm trying. I got this book. Mike got me this book for my birthday or holidays last year. And I just started playing around. He got me this little pocket watercolor set. And I had another one over here somewhere. I don't know where I put it, but man. Anyways. And then I did this kind of thing. So I'm just doing play. I was playing around. Then I started watching some tutorials. I started trying to develop flowers and things like that. That was kind of fun. And then I was just blobs. Sometimes I'll just take watercolor brushes just like I do with these brush pens. And I just make blobs. So today, I want to get started. I want to make fish. That's what I want to do today. I'm gonna make some blobs. Look at this guy. I'm just kind of flipping through trying to find the page. I like to do blobs like this, and then after they dry, I like to take some fine liners and draw things in them. This I was eventually going to do flowers in. So let's say you don't like fish and you don't want to draw fish today. That's totally fine. It's a bit scratchy. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out. Thank you. They say the audio is the worst thing to have messed up, but also my voice is scratchy. Let me just see something. Is that better? I don't know. We'll see. I'm sorry. Just start drawing. It's also my voice is very scratchy, and maybe the connection is not great on a microphone. When I get close to the microphone, it does this. But if it's a lot of static, man, I'm going to be upset if it's a lot of static. I could switch to my GoPro. Let's see if this works. Try this. Let me know if this works. Can you hear me now? Let me know if you can hear me. Now I'm using the GoPro microphone. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. This is like... Let me know. Let me know if this is better. Or if maybe you don't hear me at all. Maybe you don't hear me. But if this might be better, let's see. Oh wait, I got to shut the other one off. Is this better? Can you hear me? Wow, this is vintage YouTube. This is unbelievable. Let me know if this is better, or I'll go back to the other one. But right now what I'm going to do is, as I talk and clean up this thing, I want you to open up a page in your sketchbook. If you don't want to do watercolor today, you do not have to do watercolor. Maybe you don't have the water or you don't have the watercolor handy. Then you could just get some markers, some colored markers. I like to... Okay, good. Echoey now. I should not have said something. Don't worry. Let me go back to the other one. Hold on a second. Oh, no. Can I do this? Let's see. Boom. And I go boom. How is this? No, don't be quiet. Tell me if it's good. Tell me if it's good. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to move forward. What I'm going to do is this. I'm going to take some brushes. I'm going to take some of my watercolor. And I'm going to take some, obviously, water. Some water. And please let me know if you can hear me. If you can't hear me, then it's going to be terrible. But we'll see what happens. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a brush. And I'm going to wet the brush. I'm going to wet the brush. Whoa. So this is no good? Oh, don't worry, Jen. It's okay. Don't worry. I want to make it right. Let me try this. Hold on a second. I'm sorry. Ophelia, Sarah, Jackson, if you're watching this. I don't know who else is watching this, but let's try this. Ready? Here we go. One more time. I'm going on this. I'm going to stick with this for the rest of the way, and I'm going to talk loud because it's my GoPro, which is over there. And if it's echoey, I'm sorry. Don't worry. Just draw. It's the water. It's the beach. So here we go. I'm going to wet the brush, and I'm going to get some watercolor on it. I'm going to start with some yellows. I didn't know what I was going to start with yet, but I'm going to get some yellow on my water. on my watercolor brush. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna paint just like an oval, like this kind of a thing. Can you even see it? Look at this. I'm gonna do this. I should get zoomed in a little bit. Let me go off the picture-in-picture a second, and please let me know how the audio is. Let me zoom in a little bit. And I'm gonna put this over here in case anybody does decide to join. If you're just joining us, put your name in the chat. I'm sorry if the audio is bad, but my voice is scratchy. But I want you to put your name in the chat, because then I'm gonna put your name in this bucket along with Sarah Jackson and Ophelia. And then if you do, you might win one of these sketchbooks. But if you're not watching this live, you're not gonna be able to win a sketchbook. It's gotta be done live. Oh man, let's see. Okay, great. Good watercolor. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, so here we go. Take some watercolor paint. Oh, let me go back on the picture-in-picture. And then I'm just gonna do like a couple of different, like kind of, I'm trying to draw like a fish blob. It's gonna be a fish, but I'm not worried. Let me get on the picture-in-picture. I'm not worried if it doesn't look like a fish right away, because I'm just trying to draw a blob. When it dries, I'm gonna turn it into a fish. And I probably should put my other glasses on, my reading glasses, because these are better. I got 3 different pairs of glasses, but I already made a mess over here. You see that? Now, when you do watercolor, here's a trick. Let me show you this. You should have 2 cups of water. If you don't have 2 cups of water, it's not the end of the world. Don't worry. But 2 cups of water is a good idea. You use the first one, you clean the brush. That water is going to be very dirty, very fast. And then eventually, you go back into this water, and that's the clean water. I actually have 3 cups of water, 4 really, because I got another one in the back over there. But, and then you should have some paper towels with you, which I do. Here. You should have some paper towels with you. That helps as well. So you can dry it, and you can test colors. Like, sometimes I'll do stuff like this, and I'll get a little bit of this green color, and I'll just kind of test it on the paper towel, just to see how the color works. And what I'm going to do is this. Look, I'm going to make these like double colors. So there's going to be like one color on the bottom. It's going to be a little different, and that'll be like 2 little fish just swimming in the ocean. And then I'll do this. You don't have to clean your brush every time. It's really up to you. I have this cute little pan. It's called a pan, I guess, like a watercolor pan. But sometimes you might have that Crayola one, which I can't find. I had one over here. I don't know where it is. I just got back last night. I came in here about 7 o'clock this morning to set this whole thing up, and I had problems with my audio, and all, that's the problem with the audio. Nothing's easy in life. This is the life lesson today, that nothing's easy. And when you go to Florida sometimes, there's this thing called red tide that's really kind of, you can't swim in it. And look, now I'm just going to do this, and I'm just sort of relaxingly making kind of like little blobs. I'm not really thinking about where they go. I'm just doing it. And I don't want to waste the paint. So I'm gonna take this paint, and I'm gonna use it all up and make these little blue blobs going all over the place. And then I'm gonna clean my brush in the dirty water, which is this one, and then this one will be a cleaner water. It's gonna get dirty eventually, but this is what it is. And then I'm gonna take, what color should I use? I used yellow and green over here. I want to do more yellow and green, but I don't even know what colors these are. I'm going to come over here and do this. I think it's like a pinkish color. I'm going to get some of that color. I'm going to test it out. Oh, that's a nice color. It might go well with the blue. Let's see. It's a little light. If your colors are very light like this when you're doing your watercolor, it means your brush is too wet and you don't have enough paint. So you want to just keep going with the paint, and because this is just a little fun exercise that I'm doing, I'm not really concerned about how the colors perfectly look. This one's going to be like this. And then I'm probably going to draw the little tails. I'm not sure. But look, this guy's going down. Can you see him? He's so beautiful. Oh, that was my, I said I'm in Florida, but that was the other. And now I'm going to take this pinkish color, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to make like a big blob over there, and I'll make a big blob over there. And again, if you don't have watercolor, you don't want to do watercolor right now, you can do this exact same exercise with like colored markers. Like, see, this is very light, but see what I'm doing? I'm just going to put some of this marker to make these other fish. It's a little light over here, and then I'll take maybe this orange marker, and I'll do this. And you can just take a couple of colored markers and just make some blobs that you're eventually going to make into little fish. They're going to be cute little fish all over this place. This poor fish, man. Florida was nice. It was kind of warm over there. My son had a soccer tournament in Florida for the college scouts and all that stuff. And we had to go there, me, Lochlan, and Luke. We went down there. We stayed in this like little hotel in Sarasota, Florida. And then he went to this, I'm going to go back to the yellow and green as I talk. I'm going to do this yellow now. And this yellow, I got to really work it now because this is a very light yellow. So I got some really good water on my brush. But I'm just sort of doing this, and as you can see, I don't know if you can take, there's a little bit of that pink popped up on that yellow. That's okay, I'm not gonna worry about that. And I'm gonna make these guys like long fish. These are like long fish. And I know I'm making fish right now. Normally when I do this, let me see something, hold on. Normally when I do this blob work, I don't think even if I'm gonna draw fish or anything, I just make blobs. And then as I make the blobs, then I start looking at it and think, oh, that looks like it could be flowers, or that looks like it could be aliens or robots or something. That's what I like to do. Right now, I kind of knew I wanted to do fish because those poor fish that I saw in Florida, man, it's so sad. I don't know. It was really, let me get this, color should I use now? I'll use this like cool orangey color. This is very wet. I don't know if you can tell, but it's so wet right now. Oh, man, it's too wet. If it's too wet, you can blot it in the paper towel, but I don't like to do that because it wastes paint. Whoa, look at this guy. He's going to be like cool-looking fish. That looks more like a flying saucer. But anyways, it's this thing called red tide. And as you can see, while I'm talking about the red tide, I'm just putting a bunch of different blobs in all different places. When I use, see, I did that one too close to that one. I'm going to put another one over here. And clean my brush. What color should I put on the bottom of that orange? If you guys are doing watercolor, let me know how wet your brushes are. It's gotta be silly, but maybe you're just using, I like to do that too. And sometimes if you want, when you wet your brush, you dry it a little on the paper towel before you go into the, especially when you start working, as you're working, these things are wet. I've seen some people take spray bottles and just spray this thing and get it all wet, but this brush is very wet right now, so I might dry the brush off, and I might get some of this back to this yellow. And this is going to be, see, I don't know if you're getting this, but look, I'm going to bring this closer, but it's very gunky now. And this is going to be super opaque, which I don't really want, but yeah, see that? Even the brushes are coming off. Oh, that's kind of nice, though. It's blending with the orange. But it's a little not wet enough, so what do? I'm going to take a little bit of water and drip it on my brush with my finger. That might be too much, but it's okay. And I'm making these little fish, and I'm gonna do them all. All the fish I saw in the Florida, they died. I don't know, it would be like very dark on a Saturday morning with the little Pulp Sketchbook Club, but man, it was so sad because there's no oxygen in the water, and they say it's actually unhealthy for humans to, there's big signs on it. Some people were swimming, but they were just washing up on the ocean. Oof, that was like really, my son was so upset because the little guy, Lochlan, 12, he's not really little, but he wanted to swim so bad. He was like, Dad, can I go in the ocean? I was like, I don't know, Lochlan. I went on Google and it said the humans shouldn't swim when it's red tide because it hurts their respiratory. And I had a cold already and I could feel it in my throat. I was like, I don't know what this is. The color of the water wasn't red. Man, look at this. I need some more blue in here. I'm going to get back to the blue. I wish I had another more variety of color, but I don't know where my other watercolor went. I haven't been, oh wait, I just found one. Oh, this thing, look at this. I love this. I'm gonna clean this brush. These are those little Crayola ones that you get in the store. Man, I love these ones. These are good. I'm gonna use one of these colors now. I mean, don't get me wrong. Mike got me this nice little pan. I like that thing. Oh shoot, I gotta make sure you can see this. Can you see this? You gotta do this. If you wanna win a sketchbook, you gotta write your name. Let me see. Oh, yeah, I can still hear you. Okay, great. Thanks. I really appreciate that. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so now I'm going to try this. I'm going to use this blue, which this is a very old palette. So who even knows what this is going to look like? I'm going to use this piece of paper on. That's not bad. That's nice. Look at this. Sometimes you just kind of do this. You take some water, you get some watercolor, you just move it on the paper. Man, it's fun to do. Maybe I'll do like, so in Florida, I'm going to talk about the red tide a little more, but I don't want to talk about that. Let's just draw fish while I talk about something cool. We went on this little boat tour to see manatee. Initially I thought to draw manatee today, but I didn't have time to research what a manatee looks like. And we went on this boat tour where they said 99% of the chance you're going to see a manatee. We never saw one manatee. Man, I was so upset. But I wasn't that upset because we saw like a 10-foot alligator in the water by the boats where we got on the boat. It was there was a bunch of guys fishing, and they were cleaning the fish and throwing the stuff of the fish into the water, which apparently is legal. You can't feed alligators. It's illegal in Florida. They can't feed them, but you can clean fish. It's like this area. It's like a zoned area for people to clean fish. And while I talk about this, I don't know what color to use on the blue. I think I'm gonna. This is like weird old colors, but I think I'm in purple. That's crazy. Anyway, so here we are waiting for this boat to go look for manatee, and all of a sudden, as I do this purples, this is too much of the same. Like, this is very similar way. You see that? I'm a little upset about that, but I'm gonna have to do with it. I'm gonna have to deal with that. Maybe I'll change the color a little bit when it dries. The thing about watercolor, you gotta have the patience. You gotta have a lot of patience with watercolor, and I tend to not have a lot of patience with art. I like to move around and jump around, do different things. And I do need to let this dry a little bit, but I want to put a little bit more. So as I do more blobs, if you're not using paint, you don't need to let it dry. But if you want to draw along with me, after I finish a couple more blobs of this, then I'm gonna draw the word love on bubble letters, like not super long. I'm not gonna spend a long time on it because I'm doing this new thing, my daily challenge. Look at this, my daily challenge of drawing 100 days of drawing love in bubble letters. I'm doing this. Oh man, look at this. It's gonna be amazing. This is what I did during the week in Florida. I did all these, and I'm gonna do another one today. I don't know what it's gonna look like, but I'm gonna do it. Oh shoot, I don't have the picture-in-picture. I do have the picture-in-picture. So one more set of fish. I want to do a little like a green color. I guess, is this green? I don't even know if this is green. Yeah, that's a nice green. Oh, this is a nice green. Look at this. Can't see it there, but this is green. Look at this. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna get a little bit of this green color, and this is so wet now. Ooh, I don't know if this is gonna work, but let's see. I'm gonna do this green guy over here. I'm gonna put the green guy over there. Oh, it's very wet. I gotta dry this paint. Whoa, it's very wet. I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna put another one over here and over there. And I'm just gonna do different ones. And I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna do yellow. I'm gonna go back to this yellow. And then I'm gonna do this and this and this and this, and I made all these blobs. And I'm gonna go off the picture-in-picture for a second because this thing is locked up. I don't know if this is good. Let me know if you can hear me because my computer, I'm zooming out. So now that I have this, which I can't see right now, can you see me? Are you guys seeing this? I hope you're seeing this because my screen is locked. It's not showing anything. This is what I have right now. I have all these blobs, but my overhead screen just stopped working. I don't know. This is like terrible because now, can you see this? I don't even know if you can see me. I hope you can see me. If you can't see me, I don't know what to do, but I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going because maybe you can see me. Maybe you can't. I'm not exactly sure. Oh, great. Because my screen is locked. I can't see if the overhead is the screen moving? Like, is the overhead moving? I don't even know. I mean, I'm just gonna keep going. After I do this, I'm gonna let this dry. So now I have to let this dry, and I'm gonna put it off to the side for a second, and I'm gonna take my daily doodle book, which I can't see now in real time, so I hope you can, and I'm gonna write the word love. Because every day, I decided I'm gonna write the word love every single day. Yeah, I don't know. Make fish, yeah, thanks. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna just try to figure this out. I don't know what's happening with my technology. It was so good the first like 12 weeks, and now suddenly it's not good anymore. But I think maybe it's working again. I don't know. And who knows? Who knows? We'll see what happens. Let me go off the picture-in-picture for a second, see if I can do this and fuss with this and make it work. Give me a second. Keep drawing fish while I do this. I'm kind of playing around with something, and I don't know. I'm so upset right now, but I'm gonna probably face this. What I'm gonna do is this, watch. Maybe I'll do this. I'll come in like this, and I'll push it down like this. This is my GoPro, so I can kind of fuss with this. No one's gonna stay on this after this video. Thanks for watching the live, because this is never gonna be watched after live, because they're gonna be like, what is this? So I'm gonna come down like this. This is how I used to do things originally. You're gonna see me draw upside down. You might get upset about that, but you're just gonna have to deal. So, I finished my fish. I drew like blobs. I'm gonna let it dry. I'm gonna do this while it dries, and then now I'm gonna take this piece of paper in my daily doodle book. This is what I did in my Florida hotel room. Remember this? Did you were here last week and saw this? This was kind of fun. I'm gonna move this over so I don't spill it, and I'm gonna basically just go right with, I'll do some pencil work too. I'm gonna write the word love. I'm gonna do this kind of quickly because I wanna get this out of the way for the day because I got a busy day today. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write the word love. Maybe I'll try to write it upside down. Should I do that? Oh, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna do that, that's too much. I'm gonna write the word love, and I'm gonna do it. I said I was gonna do bubble letter love every day for 100 days. And here I am on day, I don't even know what day this is. I'm gonna take a sip of water while I do this. And don't forget, if you're on this chat live, put your name in the chat, and I'm gonna stick it in this bucket over here. And at the end of this sketchbook club, toward the end, a little while, I'm gonna pull out one of the names, and I'm gonna draw your name in bubble letters on this book, which is gonna stink right now because I can't get the overhead to work, but man, I'm upset about that. But anyway, I'm writing the word love. So if you did watercolor and you want your fish to dry, your little fish blurbs to dry, then just draw the word love in bubble letters, or draw something else, or draw more fish or something. But look, I'm gonna do this. I'm just sort of free-forming it. I'm gonna do it in marker fast because I don't want you to sit here watching me draw in pencil. You're not gonna see anything. And I got these new pens. And you're probably not gonna see much. You're gonna see the word love upside down, but maybe that's cool. And I'm gonna write, these are my new Faber-Castell fine liners. These are really expensive, but I bought them in Florida, actually. I bought them in one of those stores in Florida. I always go, whenever I go somewhere, I like to find stationary products like a sketchbook or a pen or something. And so I went into these little stores over there and I found a set of pens, which I can buy anywhere. I try to buy stuff in stores that I can maybe not find somewhere else. I'm gonna take a throat lozenge right now because I'm telling you right now, I don't know if it was the red tide or if it was the fact that I had like a little bit of a cold when I was out there, but man, my throat is very scratchy. So here I'm gonna write the word love in bubble letters, and every day for 100 days, I am writing the word love. And I did different things. Did I show you already? I did show you, but I like this one. This one I liked. I kind of did this, and I like this one. This is the first one I did. No, this was the first one I did. I really like it. It's watercolor paper. I'm not painting this yet. I'm gonna scan it, I think. And this one I thought was kind of cool. So I'm gonna change it up as I go. I'm gonna do different things. Like this was one of my traditional way I normally do it. Because I had no paper left to draw, and it's hard to see, but it's an index card, and I wrote the word love behind a little note. So I'm gonna do different things. Today I'm just kind of doing this, and sometimes they're gonna look very similar to other things, but I feel like the idea behind this is to try to build a habit to draw every single day, which I've been kind of doing for years, but I do tend to lag off sometimes, and then I go like 1 or 2 days without drawing because I'm so busy. I mean, I draw here in the shop every day, but in terms of drawing in my daily doodle book or drawing on one of my sketchbooks or keeping a journal or something, it's really good to do to keep your mind kind of settle your brain a little bit at the end of a day, like a long busy day. You draw something. So my fish are drying, my fish blobs are drying, so I'm gonna just draw the word love, and I'm just kind of not sure how I'm gonna do the letter E here. I don't know what letter E. I might change the language, write love in a couple of different languages, because I'll probably get bored drawing the the word love every single day for 100 days. I want to do it for a whole year. But I told myself, let's start with 100 days. That's a pretty ambitious goal, 100 days. And my hope is that with the dedication and the determination to do it for 100 days, if I get kind of, I mean, I love the word, so I'm not going to get bored drawing the word love. But if I get kind of bored drawing the similar way, like I'm kind of drawing this similarly to what I drew before, so maybe if I do this, I'll start changing it up a little bit and come up with some cool things. Like, I really like this one. I never thought to do this, but I'll show you. I like this, and I think it's kind of nice, and I just like it. And I could scan this and turn it into like a t-shirt or a sticker or something. I thought that'd be kind of cool. So that's the point. Try to do something every day. They say if you do something every day for a whole year, it'll change your life. I've been doing this now for 8 years. Not the Little Pulp Sketchbook Club, but Little Pulp for about 8 years. And it did change my life. But I'm trying a couple of different things now to change my life again. Like, not to change it, but just going to shift things. One of them is this sketchbook idea, which I'm going to do soon. So I don't know. There's only a few of you on here. One of you is going to win this sketchbook. I don't want you to get disappointed if you didn't win, because let me tell you something. The Little Pulp Sketchbook Club, I'm going to do it every week. And, you know, there's kids that are on here, like you guys are on here, and I'm happy that you're here. And if whoever wins this, like right now, I think it's just 3 of you, right? Sarah, Jackson, and Ophelia. Oh man, if like one of you wins this, don't get upset if you don't win. Maybe you'll win it next week. That's something to look forward to. I don't want you to get upset. The worst thing would happen if I come up with this cool idea to do this like free sketchbook thing, and then you don't win, you get upset. I could tell you, I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to get upset, because I'll probably end up giving you one anyway. So that's the point. I didn't say that, but I don't want you to get upset about anything, especially in the beginning, because it's just starting, and you will, as long as you keep on here, you win it. You win it. You win it eventually. You gotta have, what's it called? Patience and determination, and stick with something, and stick with the Little Pulp Sketchbook Club. My wife, years ago, she was a YouTube fanatic. Oh, look at this. I did this really fast. And I think my fish, I don't know if they're dry yet, but they might be dry. I really wanted to do an overhead shot of this so you could see. And I usually have a third camera, and I was going to put a tripod here, but I didn't have time to fix it. Yes, I can. Here we go. Coming in, and yeah, let's do it. Shania and Ophelia, Sarah, and Jackson, like, oh, my chances. Don't worry, it's okay. We're going to do this every week. Shania and Sony. Here we go. S-O-H-N-I. So I got Shania and Sony. I'm folding them up. I'm probably going to do next week, just do this angle. When I started doing YouTube, look, I'm putting in this bucket. I made such a big bucket. I couldn't find a small bucket to use. Shania, I'm going to do this. Put it here like this. Put it like this. Fold it up. And in about, I don't know, maybe like 7 or 8 minutes, I'm going to pull one of these things out, because I got to start doing that. This voice thing, I'm sorry for my voice. I'm sorry for the audio. I don't need this thing in my face anymore, because it's not even using it. All right. This is my agenda. I told myself today, I'm going to draw fish blobs because of the red tide in Florida. I'm going to draw the love bubble letter for the day. I got this out of the way. I'm very happy with that. My yesterday one was, where did I put it? Oh, this one I did yesterday. And 2 days ago I did this one. I just dropped something, but look, I did all these. I'm so happy with these things. And then I did on the back of this page, I did these watercolor blobs where I started drawing, but I don't like this one too much. But anyways, I think my fish are dry. If they're not dry fully, it's not the worst thing that happened, but you really want, when you're doing watercolor, especially when you're doing watercolor with fine liners after the watercolor, you really want your watercolor to dry. I cannot stress this enough. You gotta let it dry. I used to do this for my YouTube videos. In the beginning, I only had one camera. When I started doing YouTube, I had the camera shining down like this, and I'd be like, what's up, everybody? And then I would start drawing. It was kind of fun. People thought it was funny. So maybe I'll go back to that and just get rid of all this technology with all these different angles. If it's not working anyway. I don't know why that's not working. I'm so upset right now, but we must move on. Okay, I'm not using this one. I'm gonna try to get my thin markers. Where are they? Oh man, I had them right here. This is it. 0.5 FH, that's not the one I wanted. Oh, maybe I'll use this one. Hold on a second, I'm getting this. This is my little sack with all my blue and turquoise, which I'm gonna do soon. In a few minutes, I'm gonna pick somebody. I'm gonna get this guy, and I'll get this guy out. And I'm gonna bring this back over in a few minutes when I start doing the sketchbook. Someone's gonna win the sketchbook at the sketchbook club, blah, blah, blah. Okay. You're not gonna be able to see this very well. I'm gonna come in a little bit more so I can angle my GoPro down. Sorry for the crazy movement of the camera, but look. I'm gonna put it over like this so you can kind of see. Man, I really want you to be able to see what I'm doing here because I'm gonna do some detail work. So I'm gonna come even lower. Look at this. And if you want to win the sketchbook, put your name in the chat. Don't forget. Okay, so now, man, I'm a little upset that you're not gonna be able to see all the beautiful details I'm gonna do. So I'll try to be like very bulky. This one, sometimes I like to outline the fish. I'm gonna go. Put a little eyeball. Oh man, you're not even gonna see this. Do me a favor. Just start drawing fish. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna draw like the tail. You'll see it like this. So you'll see the tail. And then I'm gonna kind of put some lines. Let me just show you what I'm doing. I'll do it first. I'm just kind of picking. And I'm gonna make them smile. Oh man, I'd love the fish to smile. Can you see what I did? Look at that. See it? It's right there. I did this little fishy thing. Oh, it's kind of nice. But anyways, you're not going to be able to see this so much. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to just basically make little eyes. And then I'll do like, look, he's kind of like this. And then I'll do like different things, like little like circle patterns. And I just sort of, what I'm thinking of doing, I was going to try to make the tail in the watercolor. And I'm probably gonna do that later, like a layered tail afterwards. Look at this guy. You can't even see him, but trust me, I'm doing them and they look amazing. Just keep drawing fish. Just draw your own fish. Make them look beautiful. All you have to do when you do the blob, just give it a cool looking eye. I usually do a circle with another circle inside, like that. Like this, look, I'll do a big one. You have like your blob, right? So you have, do this, let me show you. Let me show you what I'm doing so you can kind of see it. And, no, that's too light, that's too light. Let's do this. So you have this kind of like cool, like fish, like this, right? There's like a cool blob of a fish. And then you take a black marker and you do like a big circle like this and then a small circle like that. And then you just sort of kind of give it like a body, and then sometimes you can do different things. Like this is a cool looking fish, and then I'm gonna have him have like a tail, but I'm gonna basically make the tail first. Like I'm gonna draw the tail, and then after I draw the tail, then I might go in with another marker and kind of color in the tail like this, and then just sort of give him detail work. That's kind of how you draw a fish. It's fun to do. Man, I'm so upset about the camera. I can't tell you. Really upset. But here we go. I mean, I'm not that upset. I don't remember doing this one, but this is kind of cool looking. And I'm gonna just do tails, because what I might do is after I draw all these faces and all these like line work in here, then I'm going to get some more paint, and I'm gonna paint the tails with very small brushes. I got a lot of super small brushes like this, like really small brushes to do like some detail work. I'm not gonna do that now because I gotta move on to the sketchbook idea where I'm gonna bubble out of someone's name. And now listen, if you don't win, I don't want you to be upset, because you will eventually win, because you've been part of the sketchbook club. I mean, you guys are founding members of the sketchbook club being here, so you're gonna get some cool stuff anyway. I'm doing on March 1st, I'm doing my first official sketchbook club, in-person sketchbook club, officially, the first one. It's gonna be unbelievable. All right, so in about a few minutes, I'm gonna do some more. I'm gonna go like kind of quick on this because you can't even really see what I'm doing, but it's so beautiful. I'm putting little 5 eyeballs. This guy's got a big eye like this. Maybe I'll make ginormous eyes, you can really see it. And then I do like little patterns. Like this is like a kind of shape pattern like this. Maybe put little circles on this one. And I just sort of create the beginnings of fish that then I will finish up later at some point if I do. Like these, I never finish any of these things. This is an idea I have for a city. This I'm going to make into flowers. And this is hearts. I started doing this for Valentine's Day, but I never got into it, never finished it. Anyways, I got to start doing the book soon. So I'm going to do a couple more eyeballs, and then I'm going to go and pick one of you guys out, and one of you are going to win. And who is it going to be? I don't know. I don't know whose it is. But one of you will win this, and it will be fun, and I will draw your name, and I will try to talk through it, but you can tell my voice is just like totally shot. Maybe it's a red tide. I don't think so. It's just a cold. But I'm not sick anymore. Don't worry. Ophelia. I think Ophelia's coming here today, I think. As my brother told me. I hope you're coming here today, Ophelia. That's going to be cool. But don't worry. I'm not contagious anymore. I just got the nasal drip now. Anyways, look. I'm just doing these cute little fish. I'm going to keep doing a few more. Oh, man. I like that. Thank you. I'm glad you can see them, but I wish you could be able to see the overhead. Kind of upset about this. Why is my overhead suddenly not working? Anybody know? Look, he's so cute. What I do is I try to look at the watercolor and the shapes that are created by the blobs, and then you just sort of find patterns, and you kind of look for things. Like it'll talk to you as you do it. Like this is this kind of thing, and this is his eye over here. And he's smiling like that, and it's just kind of fun to sort of. I really feel bad about the fish that didn't make it in the red tide down in Florida. It was terrible, and that's why I decided to draw a fish today, because this guy gonna have two eyes. Look, he's two-eyed fish. He's like fillet of fish. Look at him. It's like a grouper. I think they call them groupers. The ones with the eyes like at the top of the heads like this. I don't know if that's true, but I ate mahi-mahi in Florida. It wasn't that good at this restaurant. I wasn't really impressed with this restaurant. We went to this place, and I had this seafood pasta. It had like calamari, mahi-mahi, and shrimp. And the pasta, I don't know, I gotta be honest, I was a little disappointed with that meal. The best meal was this place in Naples, Florida. It was this coffee bar. Oh, it was a really good cappuccino. And that man was so nice. He gave Lochlan and Luke free cookies. We went back there 3 times. We were there for like 3 days in Naples. Naples is a strange place. I don't know if you've ever been to Naples, Florida. It's just basically all malls. That's all it is. It's malls and these like communities of housing. Like people live. My dad and my aunts, they rented this place in Naples, Florida. I went to visit them after the soccer tournament. And it was nice, but I don't know. Sarasota's nice. Not a big Florida. It's a little hot down there, but it was nice. I was swimming in a pool. It's 70-something degrees. But the ocean part was so upsetting. Lachlan really wanted to swim in the ocean, and we couldn't do it. We couldn't swim in the ocean. We drink some water. All right. I'm going to finish my fish later because the time is on. We have to do this. It's the 45th minute of my YouTube Live Sketchbook Club video, and now it's time for someone to win this book. And I'm so sorry that you're not going to be able to see me do the overhead. I'm going to do it like this, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to start decorating it, and you're going to see this happen. Look at all these. I'm going to bring my camera back up so you can kind of see this. Bear with me on the camera. Whoa, this is unbelievable. Look, I'm going to shake it up. We only got 5 in there or something, right? So who's going to win this? Oh, my gosh. I don't know who's going to win. I picked this one. Let's see what it is. Oh, man. Oh, Jackson. Oh, Jackson. Sarah, don't be upset. Don't be upset, Sarah. Jackson won. Be happy for Jackson because you will win at some point. Ophelia, Shania, Sony, don't be upset. You can't be upset because you're going to love getting your book when you get it. This is the point. Like, everybody gets something in life, and this is what it is. Okay. Jackson, congratulations for winning the first ever of the Sketchbook Club thing. Sarah, please don't be upset. Man, I don't want you to be upset, Sarah. I'm pretty sure you're not, because you're pretty cool. So here's the deal, Jackson. Of course, I got the long name with an S. Jackson, I am very bad at drawing bubble letter S's, so pay attention. I'm going to do this right now. I'm going to put the camera down, and I'm going to start drawing. So now you can see how I do these sketchbooks. So I'm sorry for the skewed angle. You're just going to have to deal with it. And I might mess up. Jackson, I might mess this up. You never know. Oh, that's great. Thank you, Sarah, for being happy for Jackson. So the way I do The way I do this is I kind of block out the name. I use these erasable colored pencils to kind of get a sense of how much I need, like the space. I don't want to like not fit it. So I got the J is somewhere over here. I'm going to put your A like this. I'm going to put the C here somewhere. And I'm going to put the K like this. And I'm going to do S-O-N. There's been times when I didn't, and you can draw bubble letters while I do this. I'm going to talk through it. There have been times when I spelled the name wrong and I didn't even notice until I finished it. And it was for like an event that the kid was coming to or something, and then I got like really like upset. You're not going to see anything right away. I have to do this. Normally when I'm doing a video, I'll darken things in just for the effect of the video. I cannot do that for this because I don't want to mess up Jackson's book. But look, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go like this. And here I got the J. So now I'm locking in the J. I got this kind of down. I'll show you. I'm not going to do it yet because I might have to erase. I got to figure this out. I would normally really try to block out the whole name first. It's very important that you don't mess up on a product like this because I sell these on my website. And, you know, I can't, like, I got to make it right. So, like, the J, can you see it? I don't know if you can see it. Can kind of start seeing it there. It's going to emerge out of the ether. Okay, so Jackson, I got the C over here. Now I got to keep paying attention to this, and I'm really focusing right now. So Jackson, because this is a real thing now. This is not just a page of my sketchbook. This is a sketchbook you're going to use and draw in. Here we go. So J-A-K. S, and I'm going to put the K like this. Again, once I get this going, I'll start darkening in. You'll be able to see how it works. But so look, and so each one of these things, they usually take me. Sometimes I can't do this because of my ADHD. I get like I got to take a break, so I'll take a break. But here I can't because I'm live on this video, and I'm not going to take a break. Don't worry. Oh my gosh, look, I got to really fit this S. I'm going to make sure I can fit this, Jackson. S. Oh, I'm going to make the O a little smaller so that I can really have a nice N, end it with a big N. So I'm kind of thinking out loud as I do this. So I'm kind of doing this. The S's are hard to do. And right now you're just looking at me scrabbling on something that doesn't even look like I'm doing anything. But wait until you start to see it. It's going to be amazing. You all have S's in your names. Everybody, Ophelia, you don't have an S in your name. But man, Shania, Sony, Sarah, any of you guys would have won. I'd have to draw some serious S's. Yeah, I'm not the best at S's, so here I go. I'm going to erase this K and bring it in a little bit. See, this is what I'm doing. So I got to kind of make changes in real time as I do this. So here's that. Man, I'm really upset about this overhead. Why did that not work? I got to get a new cable maybe. You know, technical difficulties are part of life. Difficulty. Life is difficult sometimes. This trip to Florida, our flight was delayed. We were supposed to leave at like 9 o'clock at night. 2 nights ago? Was that Thursday night? We ended up leaving like almost 11 o'clock at night. I got home with my 2 kids at 2 o'clock in the morning. Man, that was long. And when I woke up in the morning, my dog was so happy to see me. My dog was awake when I got home. I mean, she woke up when I got home. But then in the morning, I had to wake up and walk her and play with her because I hadn't seen her in days. She was so happy to see us. I was happy to see her, but I don't like to sleep late. But man, that would have been a day to do it because I got home at like 2 o'clock in the morning. By the time I went to bed, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. You know, we're all wound up. We took an Uber home. My wife was going to pick us up. I was like, don't even think about it. That's crazy. 2 o'clock in the morning. Look at that S. Whoa, Jackson, look at this. You see it? You like the S? Oh, man. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, the in-person sketchbook. That's next week? Hold on a second. What's today? It's coming. I don't know when it is, but I'm going to make the O a little smaller. Yeah, March 1st, I think I got the sketchbook club, the in-person sketchbook club. We're not going to make sketchbooks. We're going to make sketchbook, but not like in the way I do on my sketchbook making workshop. Sketchbook club, you make a whole bunch of sketchbooks, but they're all going to be like small, little cool things, staple stitched, and folded books, and I don't know, different things like that. Watercolor sketchbook, little watercolor books, little pieces of watercolor paper. You fold it up and staple it together, make a little book. Like, I'm doing stuff like that to practice. Like, I took these pages, And I'm just taking a break from the Jackson. I gotta like set my brain up. And then you take some of these pages, like 2 sheets of paper, and you, not this one, I don't like this one, but you take like some paper like this, and you make these like panels, and you put it together like this, and then you turn it into like a little book. Oh, it's so nice to do this. And then you have this thing, you staple, I'm gonna staple it together. That's what we're gonna do for the Little Pulp Sketchbook. It's gonna be amazing. Anyway, so here we go with Jackson. Jackson, I'm almost done with the end. And you can see how I do this. Now, I have 2 types of sketchbooks that I sell on my website. One is like this, the handmade, where I draw it by hand. Oh, that's crazy. Someone told me not to do that. A couple of people told me not to do this as a product on my website, but we don't get a lot of sales for it. But, man, could you imagine if, like, someone put it out there and it got, like, some attention and then, like, we got a whole bunch of orders? My hands would be really painful. But it's not a bad thing. I could wish for worse things. Look at this, Jackson. Okay, so after I do this, I gotta get all the other pens closed and make sure I have them all set nicely. Now I'm gonna do this. I gotta find my other pens. I always take 2 different colors. I usually have a lighter blue, but I don't know where it is. Let me see how this one works. This is like a lightish blue. So I'm gonna do this now. Now I'm gonna keep with the sketchiness of it. Sorry for the choppiness on the camera for a second. Give me a second, Jackson. I'm gonna clean up my camera angle. All right, so here we go. This paper is bubbling. Okay, so the way I do these sketchbooks, I'm gonna do the turquoise on this one. Look at this. Yeah, look at this. These colors blend together, so when I wet them, so like that color will blend. It's gonna look nice. I'm gonna darken the letters afterwards, but look. So now I keep it sketchy. That's my style. So you're gonna start seeing it kind of come through, and it's gonna change. I do it a very layered kind of way, and I might have to back up and go look for a marker because I can't find a very light blue here because I thought I had it in my pouch, but I do not see the light blue, and I believe it's somewhere close by. And I'm talking loud now because I'm moving away from the camera, but I gotta go there and I gotta look at this, so I'm gonna look for it as I talk. I think I found one. Let's hope. Give me a second, I'll be right back, Jackson. You're gonna see my back right now. Let's see how this one goes. Yeah, this is not bad, let's see. And, oh man, where's the other one? I had it somewhere. Give me a second. I'll find it. Let's go. I like this color. Maybe this will work. This is kind of nice to go with the teal. Yeah, I like that. Never did that before. Jackson! Oh, look at this. So here I go. Now I'm going to kind of very sketcherly, I don't know if that's a word, but I kind of keep it I move very fast. I kind of move it around, get it going. I do that. If you're still drawing fish, I'd love to see the fish that you draw. And if you use watercolor, tell me how you do, because I'm getting into watercolor these days. I'm really starting to watch these like tutorials. I never really, the only watercolor I did when I was young was like in these color theory classes that I would take as electives. I was in architecture school, but I would take these color theory classes. You have to take these watercolor and just build palettes and do different colors to kind of learn about how color would blend together. That was always like very like hard to do. My glasses are dirty. Jackson, what do you think? Can you start seeing it? Wow, look at this. So this is how this works. Now, what do we got here? 53 minutes. Look at this. My workshop is at 11 o'clock today. Don't worry, Jackson. I'm going to make this work. Look at this. This is how I do it. So now I do that. Now, here's how I do this. I do hatching. Hatching lines, like my little cool work that I do on with all my bubble letters and all the drawn things. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. I do this little play to see like how I want the hatches. Going to do alternating hatches. Like sometimes they go like this way, and then the other letter goes like this way, and then vice versa. So I want to see how it goes. Like this one, I'm going to start here, and then this one will go like this, and then this one will go like this, and this will go like that. But I don't, and then that S, I like the S going like this, like this. I'm just thinking out loud. Yeah, I'm going to do that way. So it's gonna, the N's going to hatch this way, the O's going to hatch this way, the S, K, J, K, C, A, J. So now I'm going to do this. I take the turquoisey color, and I'm going to go like this. Watch this. Whoa. Now it's not perfect, I'm not doing this like perfectly, and that's kind of the fun of it. It kind of makes it look nice after a while. Some of the imperfections, in my opinion, they make it look more personalized and more customized for the kid. Like, so that little line right there, I don't know if you saw it, but I got a little close to the other line. But it gives like this nice variety, and I gotta keep moving, and I gotta stretch my shoulder because it actually tenses up my shoulder when I do this. And then I kind of do this. Close out that top of the J, and I try to remember the spacing in this one, and I do this. Oh my gosh, look. And I come down, and I'm gonna cough soon, I'm sorry. But it's called a nasal drip, post-nasal drip they call it. And when you get sick, I don't know if you ever noticed this, but sometimes when you're sick, ooh, these were hard, right? Hold on, let me concentrate on this one because these are long lines. After you have a cold, you get this thing called, I mean, I don't know if the kids get it. I guess everybody gets it, but I get it once in a while. I haven't gotten sick a long time because I guess my immunity is built up from working in the shop. When I started this place 8 years ago, man, I was sick a lot. Oh, look at a J. Now for the A, I'm going to take this blue. I just realized I didn't finish the A. It's over here right there. So that's where the A finishes. And I'm going to use this color like that to make sure I know that's there. And then that's where that's going to get dark over there. And then I'm going to take this blue, and I'm going to go like this. Look at this. And now I'm going in the opposite direction, and I'm going up. You see it? You're not going to see it until it starts coming together. But whenever I do this, it's very satisfying to do this. Because in the beginning, you don't see it really happen. But then when it comes to the end, it looks so nice. I think so, at least. And anybody can really do this. You just draw bubble letters, and then you decorate them with these cool lines, and sometimes you just let it go and you kind of follow your mind. I liken this to embroidery. It's so relaxing to do this. I mean, it's so relaxing. Anyways, Jackson, I hope you really like this. And Sarah, I hope you like it for your brother, and I'm very glad you're so happy and excited for him. And who knows? Maybe you'll win next week if you come to the next week's Little Pulp Sketchbook Club. Look at this. This is going to take me a while, but I'm going to finish it, Jackson. You got to sit here and watch me do it. Maybe draw while I do this. Whoa, look at this. And then I'm going to take the C like this. How cool is this? I don't know if anybody's watching this after, except for Jackson and Sarah, don't worry, just draw fish. I can imagine like the people like, oh, I lost, I'm going. He's just drawing Jackson's name right now. Don't worry. Oh yeah, you're welcome. I hope you like it, Jackson. I'll be drawing it. I have a couple of sketchbooks with my name on it. I made sketchbooks with my kids all the time. This whole idea of Little Pulp started with sketchbooks that I made. I used to get these. I work in a print shop, a commercial print shop. I actually helped co-found this other company. And when I go to that shop, I'm still kind of involved with them a little bit. But when I go there, in the recycle bin, this was years ago when I helped start the company, in their recycle bin, there was like big pieces of nice paper, like not ginormous paper, but nice size. And I used to be like, what are you doing all this paper? He goes, oh, the recycling guy comes and takes it. And I was like, can I take some? He goes, you can take it all if you want. And I would just pull out paper from the recycle bin. And I would, we had this hole puncher, a nice machine that punches the holes like this on the side of the book. And I would just take like little piece of paper, punch holes, get some paint or markers, and just make like a little sketchbook for myself, for my kids. And my kids loved them. My wife was like, oh, this is nice. And I would write their name, like Lochlan or Luke, and sometimes I'd decorate it, and I would do this kind of work, like this stuff. Like kind of something like you see here. And my kids' friends and my cousins, they would see them and be like, whoa, can I get one of those? So then I started, yeah, okay. And I would make this one for this guy and another one for this guy. My nephews, every birthday or holiday, I would get kids, make scrap paper sketchbooks for them. And then finally someone's like, why don't you actually sell these things? This is a good idea. And I was like, no, what are you talking about? This is scrap paper. And like, well, you don't have to use scrap paper. Use like regular paper. And I'm like, well, that's crazy. What do you mean, sell sketchbooks? I'm not going to sell sketchbooks. And I was like, wait a minute. Maybe I could sell sketchbooks. It's not a bad idea. So I set up Little Pulp. That's the idea. Little Pulp started
to make sketchbooks for kids with their names on it. I thought it was like a nice idea. Like, I mean, Jackson, you're gonna get a book with your name on it? How cool is that? Like, you just look at this book and you're like, this is my book. I don't know if you like the color turquoise. That's the other thing about this Little Pulp Sketchbook Club weekly sketchbook giveaway. I'm gonna pick the color in advance. Like, I'm not gonna get into a situation where the kid can be like, oh, can you give me this color or that color? My kid doesn't like red, or my kid doesn't like pink or purple. I'll probably just keep like generic colors, like turquoise, purple, blue is a nice color, yellow, gray. I got a bunch of different colors, but sorry for the coughing. As you can see, this is a tedious process, and could you imagine? That's what I was just talking about. Now that you see me do this, I was thinking about this. I was like, am I really going to do this? Sell sketchbooks where I hand write the names? Could you imagine, like, Oprah Winfrey sees it, goes, oh, I'm going to buy one of those for my niece or something. I mean, it's not going to happen, but... And next thing you know, I got like 5,000 orders where I got to hand write 5,000 books. I mean, I should be so lucky. I could figure it out. I would do it. But, yeah, that's crazy. I don't think I can do that. They're not cheap. I don't charge like a lot of money for these things, but let me tell you something. If I started getting orders like 5,000, I would charge a lot more. But I also do like a typewritten one. Like, I don't know if I have one here, but let me see if I can find one. Oh, this is a different one though. This is a cool idea. This is another product idea. Oh wait, no, this is the one. This is mine. So I did this by typesetting. So I typeset this on the computer and then I print those things. But this one I did with my family, but they never used it. That's my last name, Kiernan. The Kiernan Family Sketchbook. I thought it'd be a nice idea for me and my family to have a book in the house and we draw. But look at this. Nothing. My kids and my mom, my wife and my kids were like, no, I don't want to do that. I was like, oh, this would be a nice idea. We just draw every day as a family. And my wife said, just get a piece of paper. I was like, I made a book with their last name on it. She didn't want it. She said, no, that's going to take up too much space. I mean, I don't want to sound like she did something. It's not like she's saying don't do that because she doesn't want to do it. Yeah, everybody gets a sketchbook. Yeah, something like that. But the sketchbook club in March 1st, the first one, I might film it. Not the whole thing, but like part of it. Like we'll do the little sketchbook club and then toward the end I'll be like, hey guys, do you mind if we go like live right now? I'll have the whole thing set up and we can just show what we made and say, hey, you should come to the next Little Pulp Sketchbook Club. Maybe sing a song or something. Oh, look at this, I'm almost done. But yeah, see what I'm doing? Now, I'm not even done after I do this, because as you can start seeing it now, look how beautiful this looks, but I'm not finished with it. I gotta give it some pop, which you'll see with the darker colors when I outline the lettering. So each of these books, man, I think the word is bespoke, which basically means like a one-of-a-kind. It's a one-of-a-kind. No other book like this will ever be made in the world. This particular Jackson, unless I was able to mimic this exact lettering, which I wouldn't be able to do, because every time I would do it, it'd be different. Not a lot different, but different. It's amazing. Sometimes if I write words, like bubble letter name cards for birthday parties and workshops, I will write the word, and it almost looks exactly the same. Almost exactly, to the point where I'm like, maybe I could train, get a robot to do bubble letters. Oh, that's like an idea. If I had millions and gazillions of dollars, I would create a robot. I wouldn't do that. I could do that, but I wouldn't, because that would take away from the beauty of it. It's like handmade, but then you could actually train the robot to draw the way you drew. Think about it. I've done this about thousands and thousands of times. Like the algorithm and the robot, whatever you want to call it, the AI, it would follow my my style, and it would create a handlet. Oh, that's an idea. I need $1 gazillion. If anybody wants to help me with getting $1 gazillion to create a robot that mimics my bubble lettering, and then I could do like, I'd call him like Morty or something. Morty the robot, the drawing robot. Not doing that. That's a crazy idea. And someone will do that someday. Whoa, look at that. Jackson. Now, it's not done. Now, it looks nice. I get you. I know. I agree with you. It looks really nice. But watch this. Now, I'm going to take this darker blue. I'm actually going to use this blue. The blue that we use for the other lettering. Because I think that'll work nicely. And I'm going to go like this. And I'm going to give it some pop. You'll see it. It's fun to do. And then I usually sometimes go over it with even the turquoise again. Because these colors, this marker, this tripless fine liner, it's a water-based marker. Like if I smear it or wet it, it will run a little bit. It's got to dry. So look, you'll see. I'm being very concentrated now. I'm sorry I'm not talking. Oh, I'm sorry for the cough. But see how the J and the A are popping out more? It looks like the A is popped out and the C is behind it. Bear with me. My coughing is happening. Jackson won the sketchbook every week. Next week, you come on the live YouTube and you give me a name in the chat. I'll put it in this bucket. And you can win. You can win a sketchbook. It'll be amazing. Jackson won today. The first ever Little Pulp Sketchbook Club. What is it called? The Little Pulp Sketchbook Club free sketchbook, win a sketchbook, personalized custom sketchbook giveaway. I don't know. I don't know what to call it. It's just going to be part of the Little Pulp Sketchbook. It'll be our little secret. Don't tell anybody about it yet until you all win. Look at this. I'll show you in a second. Let me show you. I might even darken it again. Sometimes I do this with a pen and I'm like, I don't like it. It's not dark enough. I want to give it more pop, and I give it more pop, but man, look at this. And also, I got to put the name in the back too. Whoa. Oh my gosh. 1 hour. We're at the 1 hour mark. I got to go soon because I got to get ready for the workshop. Here we go. Almost done. Jackson, look at this. Maybe I'll have like a little previous winner wall or something. Do like all the winners of the Little Pulp Sketchbook Club sketchbook giveaway. I'm going to do this every now. I'm committed to doing this every week. I have to do this every week now. Whoa. Jackson, look at this. All right, now I'm going to go in the back and I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to just pen it. Sometimes I pencil this, but I'm doing this like this. Look at what I'm doing. Jack. S's are terrible. I'm not good at S's, but man, I really want to do that good job on that one. And then I'm doing this. Jackson. And then I got to darken it. But I'm going to do this first. Boom, 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 boom. I do this much more quickly, like very sketchy like this. And then I'll take this guy and I'll go, I don't put a lot of lines on this. I'm just going to give it some colored flavor like that. And then I'm coming over here like this. And then I'm coming over here like this. And then I'm coming over here like this. And I'm going to clean it up. I like to have this one be like very kind of rough. Sometimes I even leave these blank and let the kid write their name. Maybe they like that. I'm not sure if that's a good idea or a bad idea. Let me know what you think. I'd love to know what you think about that. And now I'm going to darken it. And then we're going to done. And I'm going to be finished this Little Pulp Sketchbook Club in Jackson. I guess you can pick this up when you come to the Little Pulp Sketchbook Club. Or if you want it sooner, I don't know. I'll talk to your mom. I'll email you. And we can figure out how to get it to you. Look at this. I'm going to darken that in a little more. Jackson, I'm going to darken that a little more. I got to use the darker color. See, that's what I'm saying. I have to do it. I know what it needs to look good. And it needs a little bit more like this. Look at this. Okay, after I do this, I'm going to sign off on the Little Pulp Sketchbook Club. And then I hope to fix this technical glitch that I had. Man, I'm upset about that, but... Whoa. Jackson! Jackson! Here's your sketchbook. There it is. All right, let me bring this up so I can say goodbye to everybody. I got to go because I got to get ready for the workshop today. We got a workshop at 11 o'clock. What time is it? Oh my gosh, I got 45 minutes to get ready for this workshop. All right, so that was the Little Pulp Sketchbook Club for the day. I hope you guys had fun. I hope you drew the fish. Where are my fish? Where did I even put the fish? I don't even know where I put my fish. Here they are. I did my fish today. We was recapping everything. Look, I'm going to keep going on this, but I like this. I like the fish. Jackson got his book. Well, he didn't get it yet. And then I did my love. I got a lot done today. And my love day for the day. All right, that's it. That's the Little Pulp Sketchbook Club for the day. I hope you guys had fun, and I hope you drew fish. And if you did, please send me a picture of them. I want to see them. Oh, look at his voice. Unbelievable. All right, let me see this. Hold on a second. You wrote something. Yeah, we will do that. Oh man, that's a good idea, Jackson. I'll take a picture with you with the book, and I'll even put my book out. I have one that I handwritten my name on there. So okay, that's the story. That's the day, and I'm gonna go ready for my busy day today. I got a print workshop. I got a birthday party tomorrow. I got a workshop and a birthday party. Tomorrow we got slime. I don't want to talk about it. All right. I'll see you guys again. Thank you for watching the Little Pulp Sketchbook Club. Sorry for my voice, and I will see you again. And Jackson, I'm glad you liked the book. And Sarah, I'm so happy that you were so happy and excited. That made me so happy. I'm going to have a great day now because of that. And hope you guys have a great day. And I'm going to sign off by looking at Jackson's book and saying, I'll see you guys later. All right? Mwah. Love you all. I'll see you guys later. Bye.